Hi, so I've been working on a pro version of Bone Edit Snapper, and I've added some features and kind of like an optimized workflow to this. So I just wanted to show you now what the new features are. It's basically to be able to place bones very quickly, especially stuff like facial bones, where you need to place a lot of bones in very specific places and close to very specific vertices or on very specific vertices, on the middle of a selection of vertices. I just wanted to make this process as easy as possible, as quickly as possible. And I also did this for myself because I have a lot of these to rig up now, or these characters rig up. So this is the gloat, and for his face I need very specific bones like these bones on the lips to control different facial shapes and stuff. Anyway, so creating these individually, it just, yeah, it takes a little bit of time and stuff. I just wanted something that you can very quickly do stuff like this. And also I wanted something that you can quickly put bones in the middle of a selection of vertices. So let me show you here. So basically now, before you had to be in edit mode in the armature, and then you had to add the source to the stuff you want to snap to. With this one, you can actually define your target armature. So you just select your armature from here, define which one you're actually working with, so it knows in which armature to create these new bones. So I'll just run you through a few of the features then. So for example, here, let me go to object mode. Here I have an eye. This eye, if you actually go out, see, its pivot's not actually in the middle anymore because it's got all these verts in the front. So the average is not in the middle there anymore. But I want a bone for the eye exactly in the middle. So I solved that by just basically going and let's put this let's see where the middle of the eye is here. So that's going to be the middle of the eye. So I just select that ring of verts over there. I'm just going to make this 0.2. I'm going to give it a name, say I and underscore white, and I'm just going to go here, create midpoint selected vertices. So this will create a bone at the midpoint of selected vertices. So let's see, that's going to be my, I think it's going to be the minus that here would work best, and I just create it. And see, now I have a bone exactly in the middle of this eye, and it creates kind of like a plane on your vertices and then trying to orientate your z-axis to that. So if this was this, it would have created it in the opposite direction, or any way you want to do. So, but I can also create bones on like a selection of vertices or one vertex or whatever. So let's go out of edit mode here. Let's select this. I just want to create a bone on that point. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I think this is going to go outwards towards the z-axis, and I can quickly create on a selected vertices. So I can create this on a selected vertex. So that will create that bone on the selected vertex. If I want to do more than one vertex, I can select all these. Say I want one there, I want one there, and say I want one there, and I can just create all of those at the same time. And then if I name these, it will also name these correctly with the correct suffix as well. If I want this order to be very specific, so I want this one to be 1, that one to be 2, that one to be 3, and so on, it's better to make this list down here. Let me just quickly show you that. So say I want that to be number 1, then I add that vertex. I want this one to be number 2, and I add this one to be number 3, and I add this one to be number 4, and I add this one, and say that one to be number 5, and I add that one. And now here I'm gonna call it brow, and let's give it underscore R. So this time is created on the vertex list. And if you go into object mode and then edit mode, select these, you'll see here it named them 1 or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't parent these for you, so you have to do the parenting separately. But say you can very quickly now create, say, go to object mode, select this. So if you want, say, bones here, you select the ones you want, create unselected vertices, and it'll create those bones for you. Here, you might just have to go and just edit the role a little bit if you need the role to be edited a little bit. But say here for the nose, and then go and select those, and I want something in the middle of those nose, or this little ring here, or half ring, and I can create one at the midpoint there. If I wanted a different orientation, I can just put like this and create Y, and create, just depending on which orientation you want. Cool. Say I want a bone here in the middle of the neck. It's going to be on the Z axis, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, like 2 meters, and just create at the midpoint. You'll see it creates there a bone exactly in the middle of that ring there for you. Cool. And then you can also now, without being in edit mode on the armature, you can select any object and you can create a bone for it. So any object at all. If I have skinning here on, and create on the selected item. There we go. So I create the bone on that selected item. And now if I go into object mode, go to edit mode, you see that it would have been skinned for me as well. And it is part of this armature. It is part of this armature here. And then here, if you name it, you can give it names such as this. Here you can do like a whole list of objects and just do it on one go. There's also snapping. So say if you've got an existing bone and you want to snap it to the midpoint of a say a ring of vertices, you can do that as well. So let's go and select here and select like a ring of verts over there, add it to our list. This is so that we can do this in edit mode in the armature. So then we go into object mode, select the armature and edit mode. And now we got this list of vertices here. Now we just need to select the bone and we're going to go and snap it to that midpoint. And say you want it the other direction, you can go Z and snap to it. So you can quickly snap existing bones to midpoints there. And also to other objects. So say we got this cube over here, we just got to drag this in there. So it's filling to our source, and we can also snap it to other objects. So just snap to the source object of existing bones. Cool. So that's some of the stuff, but I'll do a more complete video soon when I start thinking about releasing this. Hopefully this is what's coming. Cool. Cheers.